I remember the sun that morning, a deceptive orb blazing over Nairobi with a warmth that promised comfort. It was Saturday, September 21st, 2013. Clear skies, jacarandas trembling in a breeze that carried no warning. The air felt clean, light. Nothing seemed wrong, just me and Wanjiru, hoping to steal a peaceful afternoon. She'd mentioned a boutique at Westgate with beautiful things. I needed basics, milk, bread, maybe dinner. We imagined a lazy day, shopping, a shared meal, then home. We hailed a taxi around 11 a.m. Wanjiru's laughter flowed like quicksilver as she shared memes, her joy briefly silencing the world. Afropop hummed from the driver's radio, the city breathing gently, traffic light. Everything felt easy, safe, a fragile sense of control. We reached Westgate just before noon. Routine security, mirror sticks under cars, metal detectors, cursory bag checks. One guard, lines etched in his face, complimented Wanjiru's braids. Her smile lit up. I laughed. We stepped into the mall's cool air. Inside, Westgate buzzed with life. Children tugged at parents. Tourists took selfies. Shopkeepers arranged displays. The air was scented. Perfume, warm bread, polished floors. We wandered into Nakumat, splitting up. She headed for cosmetics. I found cereal. My fingers touched a box of Weetabix when the sound came. At first, a dull thud, then a sharper one. Screams erupted. Raw, panicked. I knew. Gunfire. Chaos exploded. People ran. Carts overturned. Shelves crashed. I dropped the cereal. Wanjiru! I screamed again and again. The world blurred. Shattering glass, shrieks, pounding feet. I found her crouched behind a makeup shelf, trembling. I grabbed her hand. We didn't speak, just ran. Past fallen displays, broken glass slicing our feet. I pulled her behind a metal shelf, cramped, dark. I wrapped my arm around her like it could protect her. My heartbeat thundered. Then we heard them. Footsteps, slow, steady. Voices, calm, cold, in Swahili and Arabic. Purposeful, almost ritual. They checked aisles, calling out gently. A lie. Then gunshots, short, final. I heard bodies fall, gurgling breaths. A woman screamed. A sharp command, one shot. Quick, final. Silence followed, worse than the noise, heavy with death. We stayed hidden, time crawling like a nightmare. Smoke thickened. The air turned sour with blood, fear, and death. My mouth dried. Wanjiru pressed into my chest, barely breathing. I whispered lies. That help was coming, that we'd make it. Hope thinned. Hours passed into Sunday, September 22nd. We didn't move. Hunger gnawed, thirst burned, but fear kept us alive. The mall echoed. Cries for help, bullets cutting off prayers, phones buzzing with final calls. A child sobbed, then silence. A man begged, then a shot. Lights flickered, shadows shifted. Through a gap, I saw soldiers, some looted, pocketing goods amid the chaos. A betrayal, but survival kept me focused. A soldier's voice rang out, Swahili promising help. Hope flickered, then more gunfire, louder, erratic. Not just attackers now, soldiers fired on each other. Friendly fire, they'd later say. Rescue delayed. We stayed frozen, legs numb. Late Sunday, a flashlight pierced the dark. Voices shouted, "Hands up, move slowly!" I stood shaking. Wanjiru was limp. The soldiers aimed, unsure. I shouted our names, begged them not to shoot. They hesitated, then pulled us out. The halls were horror. Blood slicked the floors. We stepped over bodies, men, women, children. A girl, maybe 6, eyes blank. A hand reaching for nothing. The smell, blood, waste, decay, choked me. I gagged but couldn't vomit. Outside, flashes, reporters, shouts, questions. I couldn't speak. Wanjiru clung to me, her eyes hollow. Later, the numbers, 67 dead, dozens injured, names, faces of ordinary people. Footage showed the attackers, unmasked, moving through the mall like predators. Al-Shabaab claimed it, calling it revenge for Kenya's army in Somalia. Reports said warnings were missed. Help came too late. Still, there were heroes. A P constable, Ali Miraji, guarding a bank, shot one attacker. Chief Inspector Stephen Lillet led his team, wounded but fighting on. Brave men, but even they mourned. The government swore never again, but I don't believe in safety anymore. After I told my story, the memories still cut deep. Wanjiru changed. She avoids malls, sleeps with the lights on, sees things I don't. I'm no better. Every bang makes me jump. Fireworks send me to the floor. Westgate was rebuilt, new stores, clean walls, but the blood lingers beneath. I can't go back. Part of me is still there, crouched behind that shelf, waiting for the end. The first shot, the first scream, the silence. That silence follows me, a shadow I can't outrun.